Drivers, start your engines!
Take a look at the starting bid today, which is Yellows and Encore. For always on the outside, at the pace of Breathing, and Leeway bowling at the Glen. Great long trumpet walls on the outside, trying to make clear of John O'Rourke. James Bond follows him through as Glen has a little look on the inside. They all safely make the turn 1. Into turn 2. They're still side by side behind the leaders, and that's a spinner behind. Don't know who that is, but that's... Vern continues to lead from Wallace as Gillian and Bond goes side by side. Some dust getting kicked up, but they're all safely through the bus stop. And no, spinner, that's Gillian into the wall, and Mansell into the wall, Albuquerque blocking the road. And that is Max Verstappen also involved in the incident. We're still green. Behind that is Bernhard and King going side by side. In the middle is the Baggett racing car tries to make something happen. As Wallace, as Run leads from Bubba Wallace, James Bond in third, Truex in fourth. And there's the second Proto racing car, and that is hammered onto the grass. Last Ty Gibbs, Carl Edwards making past damaged car of Albuquerque as multiple cars goes into the pit lane, and that's their day done. Ready on the second lap of this race. In front, Vern lead from Bubba Wallace, James Bond in third. The field is still safely through the bus stop, side by side, that's Kvyat around the outside of Martin Truex. Michael McDowell followed him through, Truex losing a bunch of position on the inside. I wonder if there is damage to Toyota as the Bass Pro Shop car pulls onto the side of the track. But up in front, it is two Dodgers, Vern from Wallace, James Bond in third, Kimi Räikkönen recovering to fourth. Bumper to the back of the 7 car is Kevin Magnussen tries to take 4th place away. They're still scrambling behind the leaders. We talked about Watkins Glen being a unique racetrack because unlike the oval tracks of BADCAR, this is our first visit to a road course circuit which requires drivers to turn right, as we see them going through the bus stop chicane. And going off the track is Kevin Magnussen in the 908 Peugeot Dodge car. On the outside, Räikkönen tries to take third away from James Bond. He goes off the track and loses the draft of the leaders, and that is Ben Johnson slowing down, getting lapped by the leaders as John O'Rourke continues to lead this race. And side by side for third, that is Bond on the inside, Räikkönen on the outside, without allowing the leaders to pull away. Kvyat all over the back of Räikkönen. Now tries to take 4th away once again. He's not Vern. Now onto Räikkönen as they sweep through the bus stop once again, 3 wide behind. For 6th position, that is Mark Webber around the outside of Lazy Z right there, I believe. As on the inside is Magnussen and Lewis Hamilton also in the pack. They're side by side. Now into the carousel for the race leaders, and out of final corner. Vern leads from Wallace still, but that's Bond closing in on the lead pair in the Toyota. The top 10 are still yet to win a race this season so far, and this win will secure their spot into the playoffs. Watkins putting on a wildcard show so far this race, as now sweeping through the S's and into the bus stop once again, is Vern ahead of Wallace and ahead of Bond, as Hamilton looks to the inside of Mark Webber, and that is Magnussen going off the track slightly. They kept it on the circuit, and we're still green. But now Truex fighting back after an issue early on. Now Webber to the inside of Truex, tries to take 7th away. To the inside goes James Bond now, up to 2nd place, and tries to look for the lead of John Byrne. Toyotas are yet to win the race this season, and James Bond trying to change that in the Aston Martin Toyota car by Lee Sport Racing, as he forces pole sitter John Byrne off the circuit and into the race lead with just 4 laps to go in this race. Just had to cruise into the finish line. Now, Vern under attack from Bubba Wallace behind. And that is Daniel Kvyat also in the mix, trying to take Raikkonen for 4th. As Vern continues to pull away. They're still side by side behind. Then battling is costing them valuable time as James Bond pulling away in front and tries to win his way into the playoffs. Three laps to go to the line. It is still Bond, from Vern, from Wallace, and that is Raikkonen on the inside of Kvyat for 4th. They bang wheels, and off the 2nd goes Kvyat. And Raikkonen keeps the position, and now Kvyat is under pressure from Lillisham behind. And the Dodgers through on the Chevrolet. We talked about Ford dominance early on in the season, but with the highest Ford runner being Michael McDowell down in 11th as the Dodge ran wide off the track, thankfully avoiding contact. The race leaders surprisingly lack of Ford, which shows that their advantage on the ovals are gone around the road courses, which should be a big talking point entering the playoffs. As we enter 2 laps to go in this race, it is Bond from Vern from Wallace. Raikkonen all over the back of his teammate, tries to make something happen, as Magnussen looks for the place of Kvyat. The king out on the outside of Wing Cup. That is for 17th. As the white flag waves, 1 to go sponsored by Credit One Bank. There's the race leaders behind. Bond keeping Vern away. As he pulls slightly ahead of the Peugeot Racing Dodge. And now into the final corners. The Dodge pair can't make it happen this time by, and it's going to be James Bond winning his way into playoffs in the Toyota. But there you go, there's the white flag. And now, Wallace looks to the inside of Vern, tries to take second away. Now, Wallace closing in on the lead gap of James Bond. Aston Martin now suddenly losing his 1 second advantage ahead of the field, as now Wallace in the DoorDash Dodge closing in rapidly, tries to make something happen with bus stop, runs right, not this time back, and Vern retakes the second place position. Now we enter the carousel, there's side by side behind. Bond pulls away with the battle, lead looking shaky for a moment into the chicane, but Bond has cloaked under pressure, and now through the final corners he goes, as Wallace fights second place back away from the sister Dodge team. Final corner, sign right, it's the checker flag for James Bond and the 77 Toyota. Behind, Wallace takes second place away from Vern. That just shakes up the playoff grid. Toyota getting their first win of the season, I believe. Around the road course of Watkins Glen, and that leaves one more race left in the regular season, which will be Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona.